Hey guys, what is up and welcome today to how to beat Kang in Marvel Contest of Champions. So Kang is the new final boss for all the Alliance Quest maps this season. Kang himself is a very uncommon champion to fight, so we're going to break this video down into two parts. The first part is going to be looking at his abilities and what they do, so that you fully understand, how the champion works, and the second part is going to be actually how do I fight Kang and kind of play around his abilities and specials. So, let's get started. Let's start off by looking at this Kang that is owned by a player known as Terra Blue. This Kang is rank 5 and level 50, so should very closely resemble the 5-star Kangs that you are fighting in the Alliance Quest maps. So looking at his signature ability, and this is quite important to understand, so Kang's power level fuels his neurokinetic suit of armor, endowing him with up to 85.2% armor based on his stored power. So this basically means as Kang's power goes up, he's going to take less and less damage by quite a significant amount. And for the purpose of this is to keep in mind is you do want to keep him on very, very low power levels. And we'll kind of explain a bit more about that as we go on. Now looking at his special attacks, there isn't anything too interesting here. But one of the things you do need to keep in mind, if you get hit by the level 1 or 2, you are going to be stunned for 3 or 2 seconds, and you are basically going to be dead because he hits insanely hard. So taking any of his specials unmitigated is not an option when fighting him. Moving on to his special attacks, you have his level 1, which is Concussive Bolt. This is exactly the same animation and works in the exact same way as Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, and Ultron's level 1 ability, and this can be both blocked quite easily and evaded. His level 2 is significantly more difficult to counter, so what it does is it is basically the level 1, but this time what happens after is kind of this beam comes down and kind of decimates the entire battleground. And that is extremely, extremely difficult to avoid, and also with kind of his signature ability of Kang Armor and him gaining increased armor and damage reduction, the higher power he is, the kind of special tactic really for Kang is to constantly get him up to that level 1 level, and then either evade or block his level 1 beam. And for the majority of the player base, this seems like the easiest and most effective way to handle Kang. Finally, we move on to fighting Kang with a practical example of how to do it. So this is footage from map 5. The footage is a tiny bit laggy, so I do apologize for that. At the moment, a Jute 4 is by far the best champion to fight Kang with. Absolutely insane. You get the class advantage, you get the armor break, so quite often you're negating his passive ability, and the amount of damage output and also life that he has just makes the fight really, really quick and also easy. I think even for map 5, a 3-star 4 would be perfectly possible to kill even up to kind of a 40k Kang on, providing that you don't screw up too much. So anyway, on to the ability. So we're about to bait the level 1. As you can see, we're getting him up, and now we are just going to kind of pull back as far as possible. The very good thing about Kang and also the Iron Men, I guess, and Ultron, is that their level 1s can be baited from quite a long range. So just keep sliding back, and as soon as you see the screen start to darken, just swipe back and you are going to evade that level 1. If you're not feeling too confident at swiping back and evading, another thing that you can do is either block or parry the beam. Just be aware that, you will need to bait it out by being in the unblock stance, but again, as soon as you see it go black, then block. Once you know how, it really is an easy win, so enjoy getting mega points for your alliance. So guys, that is it for the How to Beat Kang guide. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something a bit new about the champion. So if you'd like a Kang to practice on, look up in game Terra Blue, who has a 550 Kang. Very, very good to practice against. I'd suggest using your 3-star 4 against it. It'll give it kind of like a good feel of how it actually feels to fight Kang in the AQ final boss map. I've beaten him 3 times now. all on the first time with my 4-star 4, all in under 40 hits. He is an absolute joke of a boss when you know how to, play him effectively. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.